Hello, everyone. This is Running on Empty Food Reviews. Just kidding. I am not the reporter of the week. I am but a humble imitator. I'm here to provide the McRib versus Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich review. So that is why I am here today. The McRib has been rolled out nationwide for the first time since 2012. And the excitement is definitely palpable across the nation. All corners of America rejoice at the return of the McRib. I think more recently in Wisconsin it has been released, so I don't think it's been since 2012 since I've had a McRib. But nonetheless, first time nationwide since then. Even though, the McRib is released periodically, I don't go without rib sandwiches. I have them frequently because Kwik Trip, the gas station chain based here in Wisconsin, La Crosse specifically, they have their own beautiful rib sandwich, pork rib sandwich on a sub bun. So I'm going to look at both these products today and see which one's better. So we'll do the unboxing of the McRib. So the McRib comes in a nice box while the Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich is wrapped up in a standard piece of food paper. Oh, it's upside down. So we'll need to flip that up right side. All right, there they are. Now, I had sources tell me the McRib was 50% larger than the Kwik Trip sandwich, though seeing them side by side, I do not believe that to be the case. They, in fact, look of relatively similar size. I would say the McRib is a tad larger. I guess the beef patty is definitely larger on the McRib, but the bread itself is of similar size. So I guess we'll take a closer look at the McRib first. The McRib is a little messy here in the box, so I have to be a little careful. Oh my. Saucy. So here it is. Got sauce dripping down the front of the bun, got onions hanging out. Just looks like quite the treat. Toasted bun, a little sauce sticking on the bun. And we can see here we got a nice supply of onions and a trio of pickles all clustered in the middle. So it looks like the couple bites on either end will have no pickles, but when you are in the middle, it will be full of pickles, but I will replace them so they're evenly distributed as I enjoy the McRib. Okay. So we'll put this back for now. Should have brought some napkins, but I guess that's what you get when you're looking at a rib sandwich. I guess I will try and keep as much off of the Kwik Trip one as possible. All right, so the Kwik Trip, yeah, I mean, I guess, as I said before, the bun's pretty similar size, but the rib is definitely a lot larger on the McRib. Definitely a lot cleaner, too. Not as saucy. Looks to be a thicker sauce. The whole top bun came off with sauce on, whereas, the McRib, for some reason, well, not for some reason, because there's onions and pickles on it. So the middle is clean on here. Whereas this is full of sauce. Rib patty. Uh, that's nice. It sticks to the bread. I wonder if the McRib would do that. Kind of doubt it. So kind of a stickier sauce, it seems, on the Kwik Trip sandwich. Allows it to stick to the bread. I don't think the McRib would do the same, so I'm not even going to try. But yeah, definitely a lot less sauce on the Kwik Trip rib sandwich. But maybe that doesn't matter. So we've assessed the appearance of both sandwiches. So now I guess we need to have a taste. So I will start with the McRib because that's the reason we're all here. Oh my. Okay. Um, Solid, very good. Sauce, tangy, despite it dripping and being all over the place. I felt it was very well balanced, and besides dripping all over the bun and making that a mess, I'd say it was the appropriate amount of sauce for the sandwich. So perhaps just clean it up a bit, make it a little easier to handle. I think the amount of sauce would be good for what's actually on the rib part. Glad I redistributed the pickles so they were even. The onions and pickles balanced very well with the sauce and the rib and the bread. I would say overall it was very good, almost better than I remember for the McRib. I mean, I'm sure it's the same, but as it's always been, but it was very good. So, but now we need to compare to this fellow over here. So, bottoms up, here we go. All right. The The Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich. A lot more bread forward, not as much sauce. The sauce itself is definitely more traditional barbecue, but also a little bit sweeter than the McRib. Um, Overall, less flavor, I guess. I mean, there are no onions or pickles on this sandwich. I guess I could have put them on at Kwik Trip. They do have a hotspot condiment bar, so I could have made it a little bit more of an apples to apples comparison. But typically, when getting the rib sandwich, I don't put anything on it, so I thought I would just kind of keep it how I would normally enjoy them. Um, so definitely more. The bread has a bigger presence on this sandwich. Not as saucy, more traditional barbecue sauce, but also sweeter than the McRib. The McRib is a little more tangy, not quite as sweet. So now having both of these side by side, it makes a lot of things clear. I think the McRib is significantly better, but just in terms of quality and taste, the one thing I will say is price point wise, the Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich is a lot less expensive than the McRib, especially on Wednesdays. It can be as cheap as $1, but on a normal day it'll be $2.50. And the McRib is a $5 sandwich. So twice to 5 times as expensive. So with that in mind, it evens the playing field, and also the other factor at hand is the McRib is sporadically available. You can never count on it. It's fleeting. It's here one day, gone the next. Whereas the Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich is always there for you. So um, having these side by side was an eye-opening experience. As I said, in terms of pure quality, the McRib is definitely better. But you know, the Kwik Trip rib sandwich still does the trick. It's by no means a bad sandwich. It does what it needs to do, and you can get it whenever you want. So um, both solid sandwiches. Hope hope we can now have final verdict on each of these and just cleanly cleanly assess them moving forward. If you want the best sandwich, get the McRib. But just know that it's not always going to be there for you. Whereas the Kwik Trip Rib Sandwich will. It's got your back. And I guess that's the review. I will now enjoy the rest of these sandwiches and tend to my crying daughter Anna, who's been a little fussy here at the end. So, thank you.